The Dixon Gallery and Gardens is an art museum in Memphis, Tennessee. We're known for our beautiful gardens and for our permanent collection that features French and American Impressionism, as well as lots of porcelain and pewter. However, you can see so much more in the galleries of the Dixon through our changing special exhibitions. The Dixon puts together several art exhibitions each year, and the art comes from all over the world, and it has many different styles. One of these exhibitions is called Black Artists in America, from Civil Rights to the Bicentennial. There are so many fabulous artists and artworks in the show that the Dixon had to break it up into 3 parts. The first exhibition was in 2021. The second will be at the Dixon from October 22nd, 2023 through January 14th, 2024. And the last will be in the fall of 2025. This exhibition features about 50 paintings, sculptures, and drawings, all created by Black artists. One of the artists featured in this exhibition is Jack Whitten. Jack Whitten was born in 1939 in Alabama. He was deeply inspired by Martin Luther King Jr. and the work he did in the Civil Rights Movement, specifically his nonviolent approach to change. Jack Whitten wanted to use his artwork to help change America, and his art is often inspired by Black activists and politicians of the time. Jack Whitten moved to New York to study art and stayed there creating and exhibiting his work. He was an inventor and used lots of different materials and methods to create his paintings. He invented a T-shaped tool, which he called the developer. The developer was basically a 12-foot rake, and he would use it to move the paint in a single movement. His painting Lapsang will be on view at the Dixon Gallery and Gardens as part of the Black Artists in America exhibition. Come and see it in person. Admission is free. But today, we're going to make a painting that's inspired by Jack Whitten. We'll be using a variety of tools instead of paintbrushes to move the paint around our paper, and we'll create a geometric design to layer on top. Let's get started. First, we're going to start with some watercolor paper, and then we'll add some washable paint. I always try to think about the colors that I'm using and how they're going to mix together. I don't want to end up with just brown, so try limiting yourself to all warm colors, all cool colors, or maybe just primary colors, so you know that when they mix, they'll make the secondary colors, orange, green, and purple. Add just a little bit of paint to your paper. Try not to overdo it, because you can always go back and add more, but once it's on the paper, it's hard to control. Next up, you're going to start experimenting with the tools. Today we have some scrapers, a squeegee, and a comb, which are all tools that Jack Whitten used when he was making his paintings. Experiment with the types of line that you can make and the types of movement you can show. You can go horizontally, vertically. You might think about doing wavy lines or zigzag lines, diagonal lines, but just experiment with how you show motion in your painting. Do try to stop before you get too carried away. You can easily turn this into just one solid sheet of color, but we want to show line and movement, so try to stop before you get that far. It's always hard for me to know when enough is enough.
Next up, we're going to work on the geometric part of our artwork. Geometric art is art that's based on shapes and patterns. Things like circles, squares, triangles, things that you might even see in math class, as well as art. Jack Whitten made a lot of geometric art, as well as the motion paintings that we looked at earlier. To make this part of our project, we're going to use a ruler, a protractor, and a permanent marker. You can use your ruler to make vertical lines, horizontal lines, or diagonal lines. They can go all the way across your page or just part of the way. You can use a protractor to make straight lines as well, but you can also use it to make curved lines on your art today. Once you have all the lines that you'd like, you can go back and even add color by coloring it in with a marker, or you can add patterns. Once all of your lines and designs are finished, we're going to add some glue in the corners. Today I'm using glue dots, which is kind of like glue that's sticky on both sides, and you can use it like a sticker. I find the easiest way to use these is to press the dot against the page where I want it to stick, and when I pull the tape off, the little dot will be left behind. I'm going to do this in all 4 corners. Now that my glue dots are ready, I'm going to take the painting that I made earlier and try to line it up just right. I'm going to press down in each corner to make sure that that painting sticks to the glue dot. Now I can flip it over and reveal what I've made. Great work today! Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll visit the Dixon soon, and as always, stay creative!